We have here something I hope is going to be helpful. I have here very simply a new flashlight to keep in the trunk of my car. And the clerk at the store there, he said, this is real bright, and I keep one in my car and everything. There's just one problem. I don't think it's all that powerful. I don't know. There's another part to it there somewhere. Oh, there it goes. Okay. Well, we'll just have to see how powerful this is. Well, we don't find out the hard way some night. But anyway, our gospel today talks about the power of God in us. And that's a power that's unlimited. There's no question about that power. Our gospel stories the last couple of weeks have been talking about the power of Jesus. And you might remember that about 2 weeks ago, Jesus was able to give a whole new meaning to life, a whole new life really, to the woman at the well. And then last week, Jesus cured a man that was born blind. And today, he raises his friend Lazarus from the dead. Not even death could match the power of Jesus. Now, when we really think about it in a minute, we might wonder, now wait a minute here. Why did Lazarus was Jesus' close friend. And when he came to the tomb, he cried. So why did he wait so many days to come to Lazarus after he got the message? Well, the answer is we really don't know. But we do know from our own lives that it's only after we've tried everything else, and everything else hasn't worked, that we really turn to God and are ready to let God work in our lives. Turn it over to God. And maybe this family just had to wait till there was nothing else left. Now, Jesus often said, the power of God is here. The kingdom of God is at hand. The kingdom of God is at hand. Well, the word at hand was really a farming term. And it meant that the fruit was ready on the trees, on the vines. Reach for it. It's at hand. Reach for it. Take it. All is fresh. And that's what Jesus truly invites us to do. My kingdom is at hand. Reach for it. My kingdom is at hand. Reach for it. It isn't something that's just going to happen sometime in the distant future, the end of the world, or whatever it is. No, it's at hand now. Problem is, I think if we're honest with ourselves, we don't always reach for it. We seem to have to try everything else and reach for that before we go to God. There's a term in alcohol and drug rehabilitation that you have to hit bottom before you're really ready to change. Well, I guess that's true with reaching out to God. Sometimes we just want to take care of it on our own, and we just wait till there's absolutely nothing else, and then we reach for God. I don't know if God really likes it that way, but I think that's the way most of us operate. remember Jesus' words to Lazarus. Came to the cave, the tomb where he was, and then a loud voice says, "Lazarus, come out!" Well, we need to ask ourselves tonight, what do we want to come out of our lives? What do I want to come out of my life? Get rid of it. And lay it at the feet of Christ. Whatever that might be. Might be anxiety, worry, fear, hopelessness. Whatever it is. We might have taken it and buried it in a cave somewhere, but it's still there. And what we have to do is ask God to take it away. The power of God. Jesus, take this away and destroy it. Now, we talked a little bit here about what we want to get out of our lives. He said, come out. And we also have to think, what do we want to come in our lives? What do we want to come in our lives? Maybe it's, again, hope, trust, love, whatever it is. Then we have to turn to the Lord and ask God, ask the power of Christ to bring that into our lives. So tonight, as we kind of continue here, let's just ask God for the strength. We just ask God, now wait a minute, help us, Lord. And what do we want? Ask ourselves, okay? Ask ourselves, now what do I want Christ to take out of my life? What do I want to come out? Whatever that is. And then, what do I want to come in? Let's just stop for a minute. Just stop for a minute. We'll take a minute. What do we want out? What do we want Christ to put in? So let us make these last 2 weeks of Lent something very special. The time we turn to the Lord and rely on the power of God to get those things out of our lives with the power of Christ and bring in new life, new hope. And so as we continue now to share in the body and blood of Christ, let us continue. Let us ask God's help to do this so that we may truly find a new person in ourselves, a different person at Easter.